Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Bang, lock it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check Leo. Check 3, check 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, orbit.
Now it's Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 14. I'm coming. Ready?
They run. Devontae Freeman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 14. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 14. Mike 14. You got nothing to win.
Smooth. Light. You're out. Five.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Yep. 14, 9-14. Watch the screen. Slam.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Good break up, baby.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Big air.
Protein spill.
On third down, Freeman. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We go. 70, Indy.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Christian traffic.
There we go, D. That's the one to hit.
Rock it.
Slam.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
You draw quarter. Ready, go. Ready.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Coming.
80 weapons.
Check 24. That's 24. He's coming.
Clear. 5.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Still on his feet. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big run there by Johnson. 65 yards.
And the Raiders first down.
Let's go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
when you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker.
Hard. Bang, bang. Snap.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Hey, foxtrot. Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Door. Now.
I got motion man. Me. I got this. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Get it.
Freeman again. First down carry.
Go. It's wrong.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip that ball.
Bam.
Switch gears. Slam. Check 43.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Go.
Mike 5. Here we go. Mike 5.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Herbert. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Chiefs 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Shift. 14's the mic. 14. Hey, exit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Von Miller. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ready.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Get it.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
1st down.
Ready?
You. No.
Leo.
Hatchet. Out.
Shoot.
Off play action. Herbert rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Let's go now. 8, read.
57, come on. Let's go one more.
Ready?
A first down carry here for Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They go to Johnson again. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Set, ready? Hey, echo. 60 outlaw.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
X3, 218, chop.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Check 24, check 24.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. Looking to throw. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Hey, check. Try that left. We got 4.
We got 5. Go.
Black 52. 52's the mic.
Get it.
On third down, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
All day. I'm coming after you.
61. Matchbox light.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He'll look to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Jet bomber.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You can't block me.
Hey, Delta.
5. Check my chance.
They'll set up a throw. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Raiders make their first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert, they'll go screen here to Hunt. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
Come.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Get it.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Herbert. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making them do it that way, didn't they?
And the Raiders have got him. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
90, Wolf. Switch.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Kill. Check. Hot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And it's the Dolphins that wound up winning that one. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season.
On the set. 57 to Mike. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Bravo.
2nd and 6. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, baby.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than